Okay, here we are at the template selection page, and since this is the gold package, all three templates are appearing. If it was silver, it would only be the latter two, and if it were bronze, only the sales page would appear. And for each template, you can either click select or view an example, and you can see an example of each different template type. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with blog here. Click select. That takes you to the basic site information page where there's all kinds of vital site information to enter. First, let's start off with domain name. And this is the part before the .com in domainname.com. So with OC Fitness 123, click check to see whether or not the domain name you have selected is available. Moving on to site title, which is going to describe the online document, and there's two acceptable types of format for the site title. I'm going to go with the latter type, which is brand name and primary and secondary keyword. So we can go with OC Fitness, Elite Fitness Training. Next we have tagline, and this must explain what the company does and what makes it unique among competitors. So for an example, fitness training at affordable prices. Next we have meta keywords, and these are for organizational purposes. So scan your content, look for the most prevalent terms. For this, the examples would be probably OC, fitness, elite, training, affordable, all separated by commas. Next we have meta description, and this provides a clear explanation of your page. So make sure it's thorough and that it summarizes your page effectively. Okay, once you're satisfied with the site information, click next. Now we have the blog design, and here you're going to be able to customize the appearance of the blog. Start off with color options. You can choose from red, blue, purple, or black. For each one you can see an example. Let's go with black. Next we have header options. The header is the top portion of the blog. So this is a header. And you can include different images. We have men working out, women working out, or men and women working out. For each one you can view an example. Next we have logo options. You can choose a pre-made or a custom logo. For pre-made we need a title, a subtitle, and a color for each. So here's an example of a title. Here's a subtitle. Click select color, choose a color, and all the colors of the spectrum are available. So go with anything within the box. Once you're satisfied, click OK. Okay. Color you've selected is going to appear there. Alternatively, we can go with a custom logo. This is where you're going to upload a file from your computer, image file. And once you upload it, it's going to appear right here. Finally, we have the phone color. This is the color of the contact number in your header. And you can view examples. Click select color. Once again, the color selector pops out. There you go. Click OK. Once you're done, click next. And this is where you're going to set up the first post. Introductory post. Choose a post title. And the post title is short and descriptive, and it's going to describe exactly what the post contains. Shouldn't be too catchy, should just be thorough, and here you can view an example. Welcome to the MaxFit blog. It's a good example of a post title. And here's the post body. And the first blog post, ideally, you're not going to want to make it too lengthy. You're not going to want to overwhelm your readers. You're just going to introduce yourself, establish a relationship, tell them what's to come maybe. Here's an example of a first post. Got the image there, the text is wrapped here. So for each of these, obviously, you're just going to enter your content. And here is the post image. You can have up to 3 images in the post. If you go with 3, we can alternate them. Have one on the left, then one on the right, and then one on the left again, something like that. And for each one, click Upload Image. And it's going to appear in its respective box underneath. Right, next we have meta keywords. Once again, organizational purposes. So look at the title, look at the post. For example, you could have welcome, MaxFit blog, intro. All of these are going to be separated by commas, as I mentioned before. And the meta description, clear explanation of the post. Alright. Once you're satisfied with all the content here, you can click Next. And if you need to make revisions, click Previous. Alright, moving on to default pages. And these are the About and the Contact pages. So for the About page, this is to basically give visitors important information about you that they would like to know, such as your credentials, your philosophy, your background, things of that nature. And the page pretty much contains the same elements of the first post. You have the title, you have the content, you have the images, up to 3, keywords, description, and next we have contact page. And this is going to give visitors your relevant contact information, such as phone number, email address, etc. Same elements once again: images, titles, content, keywords, description. So this is pretty straightforward stuff, considering we just went through the first post. So once you're done with that, click on Next or Previous to make changes. And lastly, we have the custom pages. You can select up to 3. So for these, basically, you're going to cover anything that wasn't included in the default pages, any additional stuff you want to add. For example, you can have a page where visitors can set up appointments with you. Pretty much anything you want, really. That's why they're custom pages. And for each one, standard elements as discussed before. You can view examples. You can add up to 3 images per page. choose the meta keywords and the description. So there you have it, all 3 pages. Fill out the necessary information. And once you are done, this is the last stage, so simply click Save or go back and do what you need to do, and that's it. That is the blog setup in its entirety.